Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to SpeedGaming's tournament for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky Randomizer. My name is Strife Sada, and I am joined by Zebruz here today.
Hello, everyone.
And today we have a match between Yimmo and Jayrachi. Why don't you go ahead and talk about a little bit, Zebru? What do you know about the two runners?
But these two runners are probably some of the best players of this game in the history of the speedrunning community. Because Jayrachi, if I'm not mistaken, used to be a world record holder in the past. And also is the Rando defending champion from some years ago. And Yimmo is the current world record holder from the Darkrai category and the recruitable category. So we have two monsters of the game.
Yeah, two very runners, so it should be a very interesting race here today. Let's see what we are looking for in our partner choice. Of course, this being very important. It's going to be the Pokemon that they're going with for the entirety of the game here, so very important to get a good one. All right, and they're off.
Okay, sorry about that. What are we watching here? Oh, Darkrai for Jim as a partner. I think that's probably one of the best you can find. I'm both picking Darkrai. Yep, I agree with that.
Lucario as the main is not necessarily the best, but not the worst. Jayrachi got a nose pass. So how do you feel about the two main partner combos? Because I think I have my own thoughts, but I want to hear what you have to say.
Well, I don't think we can disagree in the Darkrai partner. I think that's probably one of the best. Although I think I'm going more with the nose pass leader above the Lucario one.
Yeah, I 100% agree. So one of the big strengths, in my opinion, as far as the Lucario as the main character, is simply that steel typing is really, really good on your main. It won't get you over any water. It won't get you over any through any walls, but it's solid. It'll be good for you defensively. It helps you avoid weathers, but it still doesn't like necessarily pack a powerful punch, and especially in Randomizer, a lot of pre-evolutions actually end up having better stats. So Lucario's base stats aren't going to be nearly as impressive as the nose pass, contrary to what main series runners would have you believe.
Yeah, and another thing that I noticed, and what everyone in chat noticed, that both heroes, both main characters, have a stab move. Lucario with Iron Head and Nosepass with Rock Throw. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, the only thing that might end up being bad is that is Nosepass's only move. So we will be looking for Jayrachi to either find some TMs or get some good level up moves for him to feel really confident in the later stages of the game.
Yeah. Ooh. Well, Jayrachi is already in the first boss fight and no problem. Besides the egg bomb he got hit by.
Yeah, it is also interesting to note that the Darkrai, while it is talked about in the community as like a very, very good thing to run, one of the big reasons for that is that Darkrai actually has the ability to walk through walls. So that's a benefit that as a partner you don't exactly get, and also it can end up kind of hurting you a little bit once the Bidoof joins, because Darkrai will be able to take some diagonals and some different pathing that the quote-unquote Bidoof will not be able to follow him on, so you can end up having it be a little bit harder to keep your party together in the later stages of the run. But of course, that's a far problem from where this runners are right now, and Darkrai's stats are still really good, so we can't really disagree with the choice, but just to point out, it's not going to be as insane as it typically would be.
Yeah. Also, yeah, no, never mind. I was about to say that the AI for the partners, especially after the second one, they are not really that intelligent. They tend to do a lot of stupid things.
Yimmo finding a citrus berry there. So citrus berries in this race actually do end up doing serving two purposes. If you're thinking about like a mainline series Pokemon game, citrus berry is basically a max potion plus an HP up. So it can be really, really good to have the runners in. Also, thanks for the raid, Mozzarella Cheese. Really good
Cheese.
member of the community. So hi, Cheese.
They are pretty close, these runners. They are in the same floor.
Yeah, same floor now. I think this layout has been trolling Jayrachi a little bit, kind of deleting this very small lead he had generated for himself coming out of Beach Cave. But the runners are neck and neck right now, and like we said, I still personally believe that Jayrachi has the better combo for partner and self. So that'll be interesting to see going forward if that ends up buying him some time.
Oh. Oh, I was worried. I thought that Jayrachi didn't have rare photos now that Yimmo picked some. Ooh. Don't go to sleep. Ooh. That could be... Oh no.
Oh no!
Getting
Oh,
sleep
that's a
and
really
sky
bad
attack.
death from Yimmo.
Yep, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, so sleep is one of the worst status conditions that you can be affected by in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. It literally just has you sit there for several turns. It's pretty bad in main series games as well, but Mystery Dungeon can just be so brutal. Everything does so much damage.
Yeah. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think sleep in Mystery Dungeon can last up to 7 turns instead of the 5 of the main series.
Heavily depends on which main series game you're talking about as to what number that is, but that sounds correct to me.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, it can be really bad. Plus, you can actually be affected by multiple status conditions, so you can end up sitting there asleep and someone can poison you. It's really rude.
Crystal can go up to 7? Yeah, it's pretty bad then. Still.
Yeah, like Crystal can go up to 7. I know in recent games they've cut that number down to 3, so...
Man. At least I can see why. Ooh, Jayrachi is going real fast in what this would be Mount Bristle, right? Yes, Mount Bristle.
Did I just say frustration on Jayrachi's screen? Yeah, I did.
It is.
So Jayrachi found a frustration TM and was able to teach it. We didn't quite see when, but frustration is a really good move. So frustration in this randomizer, as long as you don't improve a character's IQ, frustration will do a set amount of 45 damage. So for basically the entire first half of this run, that's going to one-shot everything. And it has, what, I think it has 35 PP, so that's also really good. You're not going to run out of them. And you can even link it to something else in the late game, and it'll probably kill stuff even then.
Yeah, it has 16 PP compared to the first Mystery Dungeon where it had like 20 something. It was pretty crazy. But still pretty good. You are not going to run out unless you fight a lot.
Yeah, and so earlier in the run, I was saying we really want to see if Jayrachi finds some good TMs to try and bulk up this Nose Pass's moveset, and frustration is the best one he can find. So that certainly qualifies.
Yeah. Although still, we cannot count out Yimmo yet. They are still in the same dungeon. Anything can happen.
Yeah, this race is still super close. Definitely giving the edge to Jayrachi, both in terms of just progress so far and in terms of like how I think his bag situation is probably a little bit better. And obviously, I still personally believe that his pokes are better. But always things that you can come back from.
Yeah. Oh, and now finding an X-rays thing.
Yeah, so X-ray specs, for anyone who's not aware, will let you see. You can kind of see it on Jayrachi's screen now. He can see where the enemies are on the map. He can also see where items are. So you can kind of try to do a little bit of pathing to help you avoid some encounters that aren't entirely necessary. So that will end up, you basically end up fighting less, finding more stairs. Always better.
One will want to avoid fighting quite a lot at some parts of the game because fighting is slow. You have to either use a rare fossil or use a bunch of moves.
And that's Jayrachi on the quote-unquote Drowsy. Drowsy has a set 100 HP, so it dies to a rare fossil.
Which, incidentally, also does 100 HP. Yeah, rare fossils are some of the most important resources in this game. Because they are your main weapon in the late game. And they one-shot pretty much every single poke. Except Groudon, quote-unquote Groudon.
Yeah, and they're still vitally important for Groudon because one rare fossil is going to do more than any item that you can find. But let's go ahead and talk about the fact that Jayrachi just picked up a goggle specs as well.
Now, in my opinion, those are much better than X-ray specs. Because now that we don't know, well, they should not know what layout they are in, and they're going to look on more rooms. So, having Google specs reveals the hidden stairs that are in the map. And what are those? Just a way to basically skip the room that you are in at the moment. The floor, I mean.
Yeah, I definitely was burned yesterday on my own match versus Yimmo on believing that X-ray specs might be better than goggle specs.
Yeah, no. You don't need to avoid the enemies if you can find the steps. Especially if there are two in the map.
Yeah, plus at this point, I mean, like, you know, with Jayrachi's setup, like, he's not really afraid of enemies, especially with the number of rare fossils that he has. He's not having problems killing things, so having to kill a couple extra things, not really too bad.
Although he's getting some nice Sky Tower layouts now. Getting completely anti-stair, it seems. But almost. For the people that are not in the community, we have two terminologies for the stairs, depending on where they spawn. If you spawn in the same room as the stairs, we're calling it a stair floor because you only go to the stairs and don't have to take any single room besides the one that you're spawning. And we also have the anti-stair floor, which is the opposite, where you need to check every single room in the layout to find the stairs, because the game hates you, and you can't find it fast.
Don't take it personally, though. This game kind of hates everyone.
Yeah, this game hates everyone equally.
Yimmo finding his way to the Drowsy.
And here's the Drowsy.
I'll also point out that Jayrachi, at the beginning of this floor, passed by an opportunity to pick up a space globe. Space globe is something that some runners kind of vary in how highly they value that. Space globe doubles the base power of all of your moves. It's not going to do anything for his nose pass. But if it were me, and you're just trying to maximize your damage output, I personally would have picked up the space globe and given it to the Darkrai. Just because it's a nice little boost in power. It's not a massive amount, but it is enough to make a difference.
I think it makes more of a difference if you are using Link move, because you're using it on more moves than just one.
Very true.
At the time. Oh, he's getting Heat Wave. Being a steel type.
Dangerous spot here. Yeah, Yimmo's steel fighting type really punishing him this race.
That's normally not a problem, being a steel type.
Yeah, Lucario's problems usually come from other things, not from its typing.
I'm sorry, I like this song. I'm just vibing.
Yeah, that's the best thing about running PMD, the music.
Yeah, it has some of the best music in the series of Pokemon in general. Yimmo in the middle of Waterfall Cave, while Jayrachi, I think he's already in Applewoods. And he's doing pretty well.
Yeah, Jayrachi's not having too many problems. Yimmo definitely having, like, this is kind of what we were pointing out earlier on. Nosepass's stats are going to be much better than Lucario's in this race. So the fact that Jayrachi isn't really having as many problems as Yimmo is definitely an indication of, like, at least a little bit of an indication of the difference in quality between the two mains.
Yep. Also, I think Jayrachi got... Oh, never mind. I thought he didn't have rare fossils because he tried to throw them at one enemy earlier.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the rare fossil counts look like. I think Jayrachi found some in the Kecleon shop before this dungeon, and there's a stack of them right there. So he's probably doing okay. Of course, more rare fossils is always better.
Yep. Yimmo getting Rod of Time right at the beginning of the dungeon. Always fun.
Yeah, so Jayrachi's still holding on to about a 5-floor lead. That's pretty much been the story for most of this run so far. So definitely keeping it close. Yimmo definitely has a chance to catch up, especially if Jayrachi has a death anywhere in the next couple dungeons. It doesn't even have to be a very deep death. 5 floors is not a lot to catch up from.
Both players and the classic Sky Tower layouts with where every room is on the outside of the layout. A classic one. Players love it.
Jayrachi being able to widen the gap a little bit with just kind of stair luck, essentially.
And more Sherlock.
Yeah,
and
also...
No more...
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no more Sherlocks for him, it seems.
Also is very important to keep in mind that one of the things that is contributing to Jayrachi's lead right now is I do not believe that Yimmo found any of the kind of, I would call them the like luxury items that Jayrachi did. Things like the X-ray specs, the goggle specs. Neither player saw a warp scarf, but I count those in mobile scarf as well. But like these things that like they aren't necessarily needed, but they can speed up your race a lot.
Yeah, I also think that Yimmo didn't fight frustration, which speed up even more the game for Jayrachi.
Oh, a high jump kick from a Chimecho ends up eating one of Jayrachi's Reviver Seeds. So, I believe he probably doesn't have any more of those left. So, Chimecho's going to earn some fossils to the face for that.
Yeah. Yimmo also down a Revive earlier. He got killed by... I don't remember what, but he got killed. I saw that part.
This is also the last floor of Apple Woods for Jayrachi, so he's probably going to be playing this a little bit cautious for the next couple minutes because a death here would absolutely hurt.
Yeah, this is the second longest dungeon in the entire run with 12 floors.
No.
Oh no, Darkrai, where are you going?
Darkrai's ability to walk through walls really hurting Jayrachi there. Okay, nothing too bad. We got through it.
He got through. Okay. And that's a free revive. Yeah, in this patch room, you normally have to do some mission days in the vanilla game, where you go to the mission board, pick up some random missions, and you get rewards. We don't do that here. We go directly to the history missions, and because of that, the person that edited the ROM decided to give the runners some items to compensate for it, namely to revive their seed when you should have done some mission days.
Yeah, and it's pretty typical in an any percent run to it's not too atypical that you would get those reviver seeds, which is part of the reason why you're giving them here. But so Jayrachi has gotten to Craggy Coast. So there's a couple of things that are important. We always talk about the Bidoof in these runs. So here's the Bidoof. This time it's an Aerodactyl. In the vanilla game, it's a Bidoof. It joins your party. If it dies, you die. So it's just another thing that you can potentially have to babysit. Aerodactyl stats, not too bad. You can definitely get worse, but Aerodactyl's not good.
I can confirm that Aerodactyl is not good at all.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it could be worse. It could be like a Weedle, but Aerodactyl is definitely not good. Yeah, and see, this is the other thing that I was talking about. Darkrai taking some pathing that the Aerodactyl can't follow him on. So Aerodactyl is going to try and separate itself from Nosepass even more. That leads to potentially like Aerodactyl being on its own, which can lead to Aerodactyl dying. And if Aerodactyl dies, bad things happen. So that's kind of some of the downsides of having a partner with more movement than you. But we will have to see. The other thing that is starting to happen here is you can see it there. This is a brilliant example. Frustration's not killing stuff anymore. So it is interesting, at least to me, to see that Jayrachi didn't link any moves here. Oh no, he passed up on rare fossils. But I definitely would have linked Frustration to something, but it's very possible that the reason he didn't is because he might just not have anything to link it to. And there are some long dungeons coming up that you don't really want to have PP issues in.
Yeah. Maybe he didn't link because he thought that he was behind and wants to dig some time out from somewhere.
Quite possibly. I don't know. I personally would believe that it probably is the PP issues, but I'm also not sure how he's feeling about the state of his Darkrai right now. If it has decent moves, he might be feeling a little bit better. Aerodactyl Memento! That sucks so much!
That is one of the worst moves that your Bidoof can have. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, Memento. In PMD, what Memento does is sharply reduces the enemy's physical and special attack. Plus, it randomly teleports somewhere in the floor. So if Bidoof uses it, he's going to teleport somewhere. And you're not going to like it. The bad part is that you cannot do anything about that. You cannot change his IQ, you cannot change his moves. Bidoof is just going to try following.
Yeah, Bidoof's gonna try to follow you, and that's the only control that you have.
And even then, he may want to just fight something that is on the other side of the room.
Do you know if it's possible for Jayrachi to teach that Gyro Ball TM to his Nosepass?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Let me check. Because I think he can.
If he can, that's something that I would definitely consider doing, at least personally.
This is Generation 4, right? Yeah.
Yep. Oh, and there it goes. So, yep, there goes Aerodactyl off on his own. Just a lone Aerodactyl in the world, trying to make it big. Found the stairs, didn't want to tell anybody about it.
that's the one thing you can do if your partner or Bidoof in this case gets separated. You can go to your menu and go to the book that is away, and you should be able to see how the layout is, or that room he is in is. That's the only benefit in this case.
Yeah, but it does cost you time to do that. So
Yeah.
a lot of runners don't employ that kind of idea. It's definitely a tactic. You can do it.
Mhm. And there he goes again. At least the stairs were close by. I haven't checked, but has Timo had his Aerodactyl use Memento yet? Because they are in the... Well, there he goes.
Oh my god.
Never mind. Oh, why do they have Memento?
That's so bad.
Oh, this is worse than Bidoof. And
This is probably the worst Bidoof we've seen all tournament. Like, without many questions.
oh no, he died
Jayrachi
late.
takes a death on the 11th floor of Mount Horn. Oh, and he accidentally asked for help. That hurts.
Any helpers?
Anybody want to go open up a copy of PMDEOS and save Jayrachi from the 11th floor? So, oh yeah, see, there you go. Okay, so I'll explain real quick what kind of just happened with the SOS system. So in every single vanilla PMD game, you have the option to essentially have your run saved by having presumably a friend, maybe a stranger on the internet, go into the dungeon and literally just save you. So you can effectively ask for that. However, beginning the process of asking for help and then abandoning it, like Jayrachi just did, completely empties your bag. Except for the bow that you're given at the beginning of the game. It's the only thing that they're basically never allowed to take from you unless you give it up. So Jayrachi just lost all of his stuff, all of his food that he would have saved up, all of his rare fossils, the rare fossils being the important one. But yeah, so that's gonna really hurt Jayrachi. This gives Yimmo a big chance to catch up.
Unless he's dying to Earth Power from this Cascoon.
Yeah, that definitely hurts.
Oh no.
He still has a Reviver Seed.
Yeah, but I think
he is out of
everything
rare
is low.
fossils.
This is brutal. Ooh. Oh no. He died in the
That's the
13th
end of
floor.
Yimmo's run in Mount Horn here. This is brutal. Yeah, so I've said on a previous broadcast that usually the first person to get out of Mount Horn is the person that wins the race. I think that's been true of basically every single run so far in this tournament. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. But it's going to be certainly true here. Because this Mount Horn is the biggest troll I've ever seen this dungeon be.
Just because of Bidoof. I don't think there's another reason.
Hey Zebs, we might not make it to that 3 p.m. commentary we had planned.
Yeah. Earlier, we both are commentating the next one, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're commentating the next race that is happening, supposedly in 20 minutes, more or less. And before this one, we said, now this is not going to last more than 40 minutes. It's impossible. These are some of the best players in the tournament. Now we see this. Now we see this Memento Bidoof. Oh. I'm sorry. Oh no! Yimmo died again! Well, back to floor 1 with Yimmo, and Jay is midway through one horn again. And remember, Jayrachi used the SOS system and he doesn't have items, so no X-ray specs, no stacks of rare fossil, no Google specs. Google specs, yes. No food, no vitamins, no equipment, no nothing. And Yimmo taking another death early in Monthorn. Oh, I don't want to be these runners. I'm sorry.
This is the most miserable seed I've seen of this race, period. And I've done quite a few in preparation for the tournament.
I think this is worse than the one we had yesterday.
Oh, easily. Like, I've seen multiple Bidoofs have Earthquake. This is far worse.
Yeah. Earthquake, at least you can maybe kill the enemy, too. But this Bidoofs is just taking somewhere else in the room. Just going away and looking for adventure and finding it, sadly. At least Jay is finishing, hopefully. He's having pretty good luck at the end. Just 3 floors.
Just 3 floors came on, Jayrachi.
Oh.
You've got to believe at this point, though, like, the next couple dungeons can't be too bad, right?
About that.
Winksing commentator curse.
Please, no more. You know, these players don't know that the other also died. And they don't know how much, if they have. So, maybe both think that they are extremely behind? Some pressure happening?
Yeah, that's very possible. We'll have to see how the runners react to that, if that is the case. You have to imagine that you understand that both players are going through some real crap right now.
Yeah, some pretty bad stuff. Yeah, they only know that both have the same Bidoof. Doing nothing at all. But
yeah, both are going to have the same Bidoof. The only thing that I think potentially that could save them is if they have like a golden seed, you can raise the Bidoof's level temporarily and see if maybe you can get it to teach over Memento. But neither player has found a golden seed. That's kind of hoping on a whim.
So funny you say that. Yesterday, one of the races, someone did that. I think it was Arrow that gave a golden seed to his Ratata. That it was Bidoof, and he did not level up. And there was a message saying, Ratata did not level up, and the golden seed was consumed.
Oh
so no, you cannot do anything.
This Altaria is being so mean. Okay, he got through it. That's good.
Oh no, Jay. I don't think
he only has 2 more floors. Oh, there's the stairs. Okay.
One more. 1 floor. Far behind. Just 5 floors.
Yeah, at least the music's good.
Yeah. This is buried in the relic from the first one. He's gone. Oh. He's out. Oh, Magma Storm. And Yimmo.
Getting hit by it. Definitely will hurt a Lucario.
Yep, almost killed him. No, don't GG yet. Yimmo can still do it.
Definitely can. I will say, at this point, it kind of feels like Jayrachi's race to lose. Yeah. But still could happen.
game seems hard, and it seems to be this time more than normal. But he can still do it. He can still pull a combat. Are you getting it? Sorry?
I'm sorry?
Are you getting the message? That the other race is almost happening?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. I'm watching out for it.
Okay. Oh no, Yimmo died again! No! Okay, I think Jay has this race almost in the bag. I don't think there's almost any way for Yimmo to come back from that.
Yeah, that really does secure it. Like, that Mount Horn was the worst Mount Horn I've ever seen. Like,
Same.
Mount Horn's usually pretty bad, but that was new levels of messed up.
that was. I don't wish anyone to have that. Poor soul. I don't want to be in the shoes of these runners at all.
Sorry about that.
Don't worry. Uh-huh. And Jay's going pretty fast in this foggy forest.
Yeah, so this Foggy Forest is going to be 11 floors. He's probably still kind of rushing. Like, your prediction is definitely something to be, like, on their mind, with the fact that Jayrachi very possibly thinks that he's behind. Like,
Yeah.
we know that Yimmo is having a lot of trouble in this Mount Horn. If Jayrachi has it in his mind the possibility of Yimmo having cleared that Mount Horn on first try, he could think he's very behind right now.
Yeah.
And if that impacts his play, we could end up with a couple of problems.
They are both, I think, playing under so much pressure at the moment because they don't have the knowledge of the opponent, because you cannot, by rules, see what the other player is doing. You cannot know what floor, dungeon they are, what poke they're using, nothing. The only thing you know is if the other player finished or forfeit. That's it. Yeah. The problem with Aerodactyl is that he has Memento, and that makes Aerodactyl just teleport away from the group, and more likely than not dying in the process. Bulbous Desire was the name of something? I think it was. We still seen Yimmo in Mount Horn trying to get out of there. 14 floors, the longest and most difficult dungeon in the entire run. Not made easier with his partner here, Aerodactyl. Oh, why? Why did that thing? Oh no, Aerodactyl! Why are you using that? And in the meantime, Jayrachi just having a field day in Foggy Forest in the last floor already. And entering the last floor of the dungeon. This is Steam Cave. It's divided in two parts. The first one has 8 floors and the second 7. Plus the boss. At the end, that is Groudon, quote unquote. Groudon has 500 HP and it's the only thing that cannot die with a single rare fossil in the game. Yimmo near the stairs. Just 5 floors left. He has been in this position before.
So
Cover
Jay is
hit.
in upper?
No, he's in lower. In the main
Okay.
one. So he's doing pretty well. Hypodactyl, no! Wait, what happened?
I didn't quite see. So, Zeb, unfortunately, at this point, I actually have to go and make sure that our next race is ready. So, I wish both the runners good luck. And we do have another race of this coming up on Speed Gaming 4. I'm literally about to go start it. So, once this race is over, I hope y'all will join me over there. Or keep both streams open. You know, PMD all day. Do as much of it as you can.
I'm going to join you after this ends, if it ends. I think I'm going to be here for some time.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what Jayrachi's thoughts on this Mount Horn is, though. So, but yeah, I'll leave you guys in Zebra's hands, and see you on the next race.
This is my stream now. You are now my subjects. But never mind. Okay, we see now Jayrachi starting the last 7 one for the entire run. While Yimmo is still in Mount Horn, he is getting pretty screwed by his Aerodactyl. Jay having a field trip after that monstrous Mount Horn he had, having no problems in the entire foggy forest or the first hour. Oh no, don't screw up. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think we heard a lot of Mount Horn today. And yeah, Jay is about to enter the last floors of the run. You know, compared to the hell that Jay had to deal with in Mount Horn, these last floors have been a cave. He's only missing 2 floors now. He needs to be careful though. I don't know how many rare fossils he has left. But by the way he's using it, I think it's a lot. Okay, and Jay entering the last floor before the boss. Oh, Memento! Oh, that's funny. Ooh, Yimmo entering the last floor of Mount Horn. Finding a Google specs. Why did anyone think about that? They hate you. I don't know. Oh, he's free! He's free! Oh, Lord of the Night, he's free! However, Jayrachi is already in the last block, in the last boss. That is a Starly this time. And Starly has 500 HP, and that's just 5 rare fossils if they hit. And he doesn't have more rare fossils, so he needs to do it the old way. Don't laugh at Starly. It can be really difficult because we saw Kakuna. And GG for Jay. Hopefully we get them for a winner's interview now. I really want to hear. I want to listen what they have to say about that. while we watch Yimmo finishing his run. But GG for him. That was, I don't think this is enough. And here we have your winner, Jayrachi. Jay, tell me about it. How do you feel?
I don't even know how to explain how I feel right now.
Oh man, you know, before you continue, we were supposed to commentate another race that's starting right about now, okay? And before you started with Yimmo, we said, nah, this is not going to last more than 40 minutes. These are some of the best players, yada yada yada, right?
Yep.
Then we see Mount Horn.
Yeah, I can't believe I went that long without knowing Aerodactyl had Memento. Holy moly.
Well, keeping it PG.
Yeah, holy. Okay, yeah.
I don't think I can keep it PG, so I'm not going to say anything. That was pretty bad. You both died a lot of times.
Yeah, I don't know how Yimmo was. The only I don't know how to explain how I felt during that moment, but like the only thing that like kept me relatively sane was like Yimmo is probably dealing with the same thing.
he was dealing with that same thing, and probably worse. He died many more times than you. You both died a lot. But then, thankfully, after you finished Mount Horn, everything seemed to be going well, wasn't it?
Yeah, the only thing that didn't go well was my heart rate.
Yeah, we were saying that because you don't know where the other player is, they don't know if they are anything. So the stress must be on the roof.
Oh yeah, my heart rate. Surprised I'm here. I feel like I want to faint.
Yeah, you can rest now.
Yeah, I'm dressed, yeah.
You are moving up in the brackets. You are playing against the winner of HD Finn and Rob the Gamer 115.
Whew, okay, those are worthy adversaries.
Another battle of the boomers, it seems.
Yeah, seems like it.
But we still cannot take Yimmo out of the equation. He's
very good, so
it's going to play against the loser of that, and those players are pretty good. I'm pretty knowledgeable of the game.
Yeah.
Sorry, my throat is not hurting, but it was a lot to take in.
Yeah, I'll have to watch this back and look at how you guys react.
I think we were like, oh no, for quite some time after we noticed that Aerodactyl has a new mentor.
Yeah, that was the moment of disaster right there. The moment I realized it's just like, well, okay, this is it. Here we are.
Here we are, and we cannot do anything.
This is the kind of game we're playing.
So, nothing, no favoritism here. You're both getting the short end of the stick.
Yeah. I guess in a way, thankfully, we are on the same seed, so...
Yeah, could you imagine if you had different seeds and one of you got that?
I think I might have forfeited on the spot, honestly. Probably not, because that wouldn't be really very sportsmanlike, but...
Yeah. The only way I'd forfeit a match is I already know that the other one it's over. But Yimmo here, having a blast after finishing Mount Horn. He's already at the end of a Steam game.
Yeah.
Getting stair floors after stair floor. My heart. I wasn't even playing.
My heart is finally starting to calm down now.
Oh, okay. But yeah, both of you decided to pick Darkrai as their partner. And we both commentators say that that's probably the best course of action.
Yeah, even though there are some disadvantages because of him being able to go through walls, his pathing is a little bit different, which made Aerodactyl always left behind, which was a problem.
I mean, Aerodactyl was a problem the moment he decided to use that move.
Yeah, you are correct.
This is the Dark Souls for Randorons. Oh no, Yimmo died again.
Oh no. I will say though, felt like I was kinda carried by the TMs I found early in the game.
Yeah, you found frustration pretty early.
Yeah, not sure if
I know-
Yimmo found it, but
No, he didn't. He has not found anything useful at all.
yeah, if I didn't have
Until-
frustration, this would have gone way worse.
He got not long ago some goggle specs, but that's it. Nothing else.
Yeah. Is he in upper steam or lower?
He's in upper at the moment.
Okay.
He went pretty fast on Foggy and the normal dungeon,
Yeah.
and he still has some refossals.
Yeah, I actually ended up using all of mine in the end.
Yeah, I saw that you were out. You're trying to press L plus R, I think, and nothing happening.
Thankfully, that final boss decided to use Magnet Rise.
And don't do anything for some time.
Yeah, I was lucky.
Oh no, he's getting sniped.
Oh no, this Afghan.
Okay, Yimmo, just one floor. You can
Yeah,
do
well-
it. I believe.
Yeah, we believe. We believe.
Come on, Yimmo. Oh, he's done. He's done.
Oh,
Is
here
this
we
a
go.
boss? Stanley, just 500 HP. Oh, he has enough rare fossils.
Yeah, let's hope. I don't really remember what attacks this had. I only saw Magnet Rise and one other attack, so.
Oh, focus punch. No, no.
Oh no!
Yimmo, Yimmo.
He did not go out, Will. He did not go away. Okay,
He did not move.
that is no.
Oh no, he forfeited.
Yeah, okay, understandable.
I don't blame him, but
No, I don't blame him either.
Well,
It's unfortunate.
that is the game. That is the race.
Yeah.
Hello, Jimmo.
Hello, hello.
Hello,
How do
Jimbo.
you feel about that?
I just felt like I just didn't play too well, so I mean, I feel like it was a rough sit for both of us, no matter what. But just like a lot of micro decisions that happen.
You know, I honestly think that you both got mega screwed. Nothing you could do would have fixed anything.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Aerodactyl. Oh
Yeah,
my.
pretty sure that's like the worst we do for Sin.
Yeah, I agree. That's the worst videos I've ever seen in any race ever.
I want to know who made this seed right now.
Who made
It was
the scene?
Hawk. He was Hawk.
Okay.
Dude,
I
The
know
assassin.
who I'm gonna contact afterwards.
we made a hashtag yesterday, not Hulk Eat, for this specific reason.
Oh no.
So Yimmo, you are going down to the loser bracket.
Yeah.
You're
The cool-
going to play against the loser of. Let me see exactly where the loser of all. No, where are you? N. The loser of N. Where is the loser of N? I cannot see where the loser of N is going to play.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't know about the
blind.
bracket, but I need you, Jay, to kick Finn's ass if he wins tonight. That's all I need.
Well, I'll try. I'll say that's all I'll give you.
Yeah.
I'm really blind. I cannot see where are you going. Oh, you are going to play against the winner of Pixel AR and the loser of HGFin or Rob the Gamer 115. And if I'm not mistaken, Pixel is going to drop for the tournament. I'm not completely sure,
Yeah.
but I think you're going to play against either Finn or Rob.
Oh, oof! I wanted to get that Finn matchup maybe.
So, I'm sorry, I wish to say more words from this race, but we are running out of time. So anything you want to say before cutting?
Man, please don't make
Man.
more seats like this.
Yeah, the one thing I'll say, I hope this was entertaining for those in chat.
Let me say it was really entertaining for us, for the commentators.
Yeah, it was pain for me, so I'm probably Yimmo too, I can imagine.
Yeah, it's pretty pain.
Okay, well, now there are more PMD happening. At this moment, there's another race happening in SpeedGaming 4, if I'm not mistaken. Between, if it loads, Blank and Like a Noob. Commentated by SGLIVE and, oh, me. Yep, I should fix that. And later, at 4:30 PM Eastern, we have HD Finn against Rob the Gamer 115, also on SpeedGaming 4. So there's more PMD happening today. And probably more of this lovely RNG. So without further ado, I think we can say goodbye.
Did you?
Yeah, goodbye.